Hi, Naomi Beckwith, the chief curator, left me in no doubt everyone's welcome.
I want to see a good Monet, a couple water lilies every once in a while, and definitely old masters. We cannot deny that we still love those works. But what we need to do is add more to those conversations about what was happening.
That is the difficult bit.
Yeah, the bait.
That is the difficult bit to actually, you've got your bait of your Monet,
Yes.
but the difficult bit is to add on,
Yes.
to get people to appreciate the new stuff.
I don't know if it's that difficult. I think it's a question of context. When people come in your building, do they feel comfortable? Do they feel invited? Do they feel that they can trust themselves with their own ideas and their sense of exploration? We're here to spark curiosity, not necessarily bait them with something and tell them that the rest of it is good. We want to bring them in and say, here's one concept of beauty, and now, what does this in the 20th and 21st century mean to you?
I can walk around here and I can appreciate that it is art,
Yes.
but I don't understand it.
Oh, well then we should take a walk and begin to walk through some of this work. And I think that is my work as a curator, to walk, maybe physically and sometimes with maybe the text on the wall, or with my colleagues who are tour guides, to walk with you literally through this art. And I always tell people, if you don't know what you're looking at, ask the most basic questions. What is it? It's a piece of paper. It's a rock. It's a stone. It's a pool of water. Well, what's next to it? The stone is next to a pendulum. What does that mean? What does that remind you of? Maybe it's about weight, about time, about geology.
Let's look at some of this.
Well, let's look at art. This is...
Oh, come on. You're not telling me this is art.
I'm going to tell you.
This is the Guggenheim, for goodness sake.
This is the Guggenheim, but I will tell you that a wonderful woman named Sarah Z made it, and she is an artist. Sarah came up in the 1990s, where I think some of the notions of art were really exploding. And so one of the first things that she learned and really expanded upon was the idea that she could make sculpture that kind of exploded, so you didn't just stand there and look at it from one angle. You got to sort of walk around, and you've got to sort of view it from many angles. We call that installation art. So all of a sudden, you and your body movements was part of the experience.
Okay, but
Yes.
if I've looked at this,
Yes.
if I've looked at it, what is she trying, what am I supposed to take from it that she wanted me to take from it? I may disagree with her interpretation, but what is it that she wanted me to appreciate?
You know what, Richard? Sometimes I wonder if that's the right question. In that, people always ask, what is the artist saying? What do they want me to get from this? And I think the question more is, how can we think about this as almost a theater, whereas you are the main actor? And what kind of delivery and soliloquy would you give in this theater?
How did she know when it was finished?
You know, things change all the time.
And I'm not saying
Yes.
I would,
Yes.
but if I was to put an ornament or when you weren't looking,
Yes.
or a stapler
Yes.
or something there,
Yeah.
and leave it there, how long before anybody would even notice?
Can I tell you a little secret?
Go on.
People do it all the time.
Really?
Which I love.
Really?
I mean, in many ways I do not.
Yes.
But what I love is that all of a sudden people get that. They get that it is almost a work in progress. Look, it really is something that is building itself. If you look at this, it's almost a diamond-shaped slice of a sphere.
And I can sometimes be left feeling less than or ignorant
Yes.
because I don't appreciate that bit of old Tutton nonsense is actually a piece of art that could be worth millions. To me, it looks like a few old bits of old jumble sale. And I'm left feeling, clearly there's something wrong with me. I don't get it. Whereas obviously if I was only a bit brighter and more intelligent, I would see the art.
You should remember that when Rembrandt started painting, people didn't get it either. When Monet made those water lilies, everyone thought the man is going blind and he has no sense of color whatsoever. New art will always be challenging to its current audiences. And again, it is the job of the museum to walk with you and say, you should trust yourself. And if you don't get it, come back and come again, and we'll keep learning together.